Although Africa is still a continent with high rate of poverty and grave socioeconomic inequality, the continent's middle class has been expanding rapidly on the back of sustained economic growth, rising income over the past decade. This is driving consumer expenditure, shaping the consumer spending pattern, as well as changing the way in which companies approach the African consumer market. If previously companies used to target mainly high-income consumers, they can now start changing their product offerings to cater for the continent's expanding middle class. Although companies will still need to overcome some key challenges in doing business in Africa, they also need to adapt their product to suit the needs, the taste, the local taste, and also the budget of African consumers. The fact that the middle class in Africa has been relatively overlooked, underserved, means that this is a relatively empty marketplace with untapped opportunities and a very receptive audience. African middle-class consumers are typically young and urban. They are also aspirational. They are more likely to have smaller families, and they tend to have salaried jobs or small businesses. So they highly value education for their children because this is a sure way of breaking the poverty cycle. They also demand more communications and better quality household goods and services. But they also are likely to splurge on luxury products as a marker of their middle class status. Euromonitor International forecasts that the fastest growing consumer spending categories in the period through to 2030 will be education, communications, household goods and services. And we also expect financial services to be a fast-growing sector because the middle-class consumers in Africa will be increasingly willing to take up loans, consumer credit, and financial services. The African consumer market is worth over $1 trillion as of 2014, and it is set to grow at a robust 6% per year on average in real terms between now and 2030. The fact that Africa is a youthful continent of over 1 billion people with an expanding working age population, very rapid urbanization with strong economic growth prospects will continue to underpin rising incomes and the middle class expansion on the continent in the long term.